Welcome to Pastor Andrew's Inspirations. If you enjoy these videos, please click on the red subscribe button below and the bell for more. Welcome to our online church, a congregation made up of many from around the world. No offering is necessary. Subscribing and watching videos will keep us alive under God's watchful eyes. Today, we will be talking about biblical names starting with H, Part 8. This part consists of 3 sections, sections A through C. This is Part A. Hananiah continued. The word Dura, where the statue is erected, means plain or fortress, and is not any specific place. The Greek historian Herodotus mentions a golden image of a god Bel in Babylon. But the gigantic size of the statue might suggest that its origins lie in folklore. The statue's dimensions, 9 feet by 90 feet, are linked with those of Ezra, Nehemiah Second Temple, 90 by 90 feet, suggesting that the king's image is compared with the post-exilic place of worship for faithful Jewish like Daniel. The Greek Septuagint verse of Daniel 3 includes the Apocrypha prayer of Azariah and the Song of the 3 Holy Children. The song is alluded to in Odes 7 and 8 of the canon, a hymn sung in the Matin service and on other occasions in the Eastern Orthodox Church. The reading of the story of the fiery furnace, including the psalm, is arranged for the vesperal divine liturgy reveled by the Orthodox of Holy Saturday. The Latin canticle Benedictio or Benedicit Dominum is based on the Song of the 3 Youths. It is used at lauds for Sundays and feast days. In the Eastern Orthodox Church, the feast day of the 3 Youths, along with Daniel, is the 17th of December. The Orthodox also commemorate them on the 2 Sundays before the Nativity of Christ. In the Armenian Apostolic Church, one of the Oriental Orthodox or ancient non-Chalcedonian churches, the feast day of the 3 Youths, along with Daniel, is commemorated on the Tuesday after the 4th Sunday of Pentecost. The Lutheran Church Missouri Synod also includes Daniel and the 3 Youths in the calendar of saints on the 17th of December. In literature, in 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. references them in his letter from Birmingham jail. From 1915 to 1974, Bertie Wooster, a central character in many novels and short stories by British comic author P.G. Wodehouse, makes occasional reference to the 3 figures, having learned about them in the school in the course of winning a prize for scripture knowledge. In 1961, R.F. Delderfield wrote a novel called Stop at a Winner about Abednego Pasco, who survives the furnace of World War II. His 2 older brothers were named Shadrach and Meshach. In 1976, Robert Silverberg wrote a novel based on this story called Shadrach in the Furnace. In 1989, Scintillant Orange, a story in William Vollmann's collection, The Rainbow Stories, is an elaboration of the S, M, and A tale In music, in 1734, revised 1774, to Cantico de Tre Fanciulli, cantata by Johann Adolf Haas, 1699 to 1783. In the 1930s, Shadrach, popular song by Robert McGimsey, performed by several singers, including Louis Armstrong. From 1955 to 1956, Gesang der Jungling, electronic music by Karl-Heinz Stockhausen. In 1966, The Burning Fiery Furnace, music drama by Benjamin Britten. In 1968, The Fourth Man in the Fire by Arthur Guitar Boogie Smith, recorded by the Statler Brothers and by Johnny Cash, 1969. In 1972, It's Cool in the Furnace, an album of songs written by Burl Red and Grace Hawthorne, followed by a 1973 musical still performed by churches and religious schools today. In 1974, Loose Booty, recorded by Sly and the Family Stone. In 1976, Abednego, recorded by the Abyssinians. In 1979, Survival, recorded by Bob Marley and the Wailers. Like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, thrown in the fire, but they never get burnt. In 1980, Never Get Burned, recorded by the Twinkle Brothers. In 1989, Shadrach by the Beastie Boys. In 1999, Never Bow Down, recorded by Third Day. In 2005, Abednego, cover by Sinead O'Connor of original by the Abyssinians. In 2007, Burn Us Up, recorded by Shane and Shane. In 2010, A Good Name by Shad. In 2011, Meshach Dreams Back by Jane Siberry. In 2012, Into the Fire by Foy Vance. In 2019, Another in the Fire, recorded by Hillsong United. And in 2021, Fi-Fi, recorded by Toby Nwigwe. In film and television, in 1995, Rack, Shack and Benny, an animated video in the VeggieTales franchise. Hanil. Hanil, meaning God is my grace, also known as Ananiel, Aniel, Hananel, Anael, Hanael, or Anil, is an angel in Jewish lore and angelology, often included in lists as being one of the 7 archangels. Hanil is generally associated with the planet Venus and is the archangel of the Sephira Netzah. The name Hanil derives from the Hebrew, meaning grace, favor, charm, qualities associated with Venus. It is equivalent to the Phoenician name Hannibal. Hanil is one of the archangels encrypted in the Sigillum de Emeth of Dr. John Dee and Edward Kelly. Hanil appears in the strategy RPG Shin Megami Tensei. Devil Survivor as a boss depending on which route the player takes. All of her appearances are made alongside Serial. Although angels, they take on appearance typical of Grim Reaper looks. In the novel Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, Will names his seraph blade a nail at one point in the story. Supernatural character Anna Milton, a fallen angel appearing in the 4th and 5th seasons of the show, is thought by her actress Julia McNiven to actually be the series' interpretation of Haniel. However, in season 13, the actual angel by the name of Haniel became a recurring character portrayed by Danal Akos. In the book series Kushiel's Legacy, one of the angels who fall from the one God's grace to follow Elua as Haniel. Haniel in art. Haniel as the region of the moon, Museo Somaya Plaza Laredo, Mexico City. Archangel Haniel, stained glass window at the main Protestant chapel in Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune, Jacksonville, North Carolina. Hannah. The narrative about Hannah can be found in 1 Samuel chapter 1 and 2. Outside of the first 2 chapters of 1 Samuel, she is never mentioned in the Bible. In the biblical narrative, Hannah is one of 2 wives of Elkanah. The other, Peninnah, had given birth to Elkanah's children, but Hannah remained childless. Nevertheless, Elkanah preferred Hannah. According to Lillian Klein, the use of this chiasmus underscores the standing of the women. Hannah is the primary wife, yet Peninnah has succeeded in bearing children. Hannah's status as primary wife and her barrenness remind us of Sarah and Rebekah in Genesis 17 and Genesis 25 respectively. This was the biblical names, starting with H, Part 8, Section A. Please stay tuned for Section B, starting with the rest of Hannah's story. If you like these videos, please click on the red subscribe button below and the bell for more. Adonai Nisi, the Lord, is our banner. God's blessings be upon us all.